So here is our Tech Tools page, and we are creating multimedia encyclopedias, and each of you are creating an article for that, but you do not have to create the same type of article. So this page is really a reference tool for you to decide and look for resources to help you create your own article. Um, but I want you to think of three framing questions. Is this the best way to display my knowledge? So you've done all your research and now you're looking at it and thinking, how do I share this? And so whatever tool you use should really display what you have learned the best. The next one is this a tool that I can easily learn to use? So are you familiar with iMovie? Have you used Google Docs? Have you used Pictochart? Or is this something that you think you can figure out? If it's something that's going to be really challenging, is it a challenge that's worth pursuing? I just want you to be really mindful of how you use the technology and what skills you already have versus what you need to acquire. And the last question is, how will myself and others be able to access this product for the purpose of learning about the topic? In short, is your product shareable? There's a lot of really cool things we can do on the web, but they're not something that can be shared. So you want to think about creating something that demonstrates your knowledge. It's the best use of your time, and it's shareable. I have criteria here below. It should look really familiar from the first challenge where you research ancient Rome. And I want you to think about how you look at informational texts. And this is from your NOEA data. So basically, you are being asked to think about something that is right where you need to be learning. So think of the title. Does the title of the article you're reading make sense? Does the title you're giving your article make sense? Is it about Julius Caesar, but you've named it Stab? Oh, not only is it in bad taste, it might not be descriptive enough for your audience. So please, please, please be careful about what you name your article. Think about the presentation of information. Think about how the layout helps the reader understand what's going on. Is it all over the place? Is it a really boring essay? What's going on there? Think about the organization of information. So that's more than presentation. That's about how you have put it together as an actual text. So is it something that's easy for readers to read? You might have presented it in 15 chunks when it really could have done better as 3. So be mindful of presentation and organization. Of course, they go together. The last two are about really being a good digital citizen. So are the images attributed? Do they give credit to the author? Do you reference the authors? How are you doing this? It's really important, and there's more information under research tools to help you do this successfully. So you have a few products that you can choose. You can make a web text, and that's a traditional article. There's an exemplar that would be linked here very shortly. It'll also be on Google Classroom when we get to this part of the project. But if you're doing a basic Google Doc, which is totally fine, you still want to make it interactive. So you should hyperlink your text to the sources you've used. So if somebody reading it is interested, they can go more in depth, or they can look at your source. Or if your teacher's reading it and she wants to make sure you didn't make it up, please link your source. The next one is really a video for you to kind of understand how an encyclopedia article works and how it's really morphed from a print text that you get out of the library to something that's digital and living and breathing. And this is a great short article video to show you how to create a Wikipedia article. And the only difference between what we're doing and what Wikipedia does is that Wikipedia already has thousands, if not millions, of articles. So they caution people not to repeat. Well, we're starting from scratch, so we don't have to worry about repetition. But other than that, it's a quick overview. It works. The next one's infographics. I love infographics. I love visual information being shared. You might choose to do a project called Ancient Rome by the Numbers, and you might give statistics and information and key terms, and you want to present it. There are two tools for you to use. The first one is Canva, and here's a tutorial on Canva here. And the second one is Piktochart, and here's a tutorial here. I have not used Canva professionally or personally. I found it, I like it, I want to use it, haven't got to it yet. Piktochart, I've used, I like it, it's easy. It's up to you which one you like better. I just thought it was good to give you options. And then the last part I kept short because I think you understand how to make a presentation. But presentations could be videos, narrated slideshows, etc., etc., Latin phrase. But there's a lot of variations, and here's the really big thing. You really want to make sure it's of high quality. So that means careful research, thought, and planning result in high quality work. So you want to write a script. You want to be thoughtful of images you include. You want to be thoughtful about if you do a mock interview with a historical figure. All of those things, they really show the quality of your craftsmanship and the depth of your knowledge. So I give some resources. Google Slides, great resource. You can use it with Screencast-O-Matic, which I'm using now to narrate. You can use iMovie, which I know you've used a lot. Another one that's kind of fun that I found, and it looks elementary, but it's little bird tails, and you can upload drawings or pictures and draw on them and narrate. It's an option. You don't have to pick it. So this is your technology tools page, and feel free to check it out. And of course, I'll be posting the videos somewhere around here. And see me if you have questions or new ideas about things you want to use and you're not sure how to do it.